Hello everyone, WK Reviews right here, right now, and I'm officially starting my movie reviews this year. Now, this year, it's a bit of a theme. When you guys send in requests, it has to be science fiction. Just science fiction. So, let's get started. Alright, now I'm going to be reviewing the movie Alien. Alien is a classic, and I mean literally. It's one of the best horror films, or should I say science fiction films, I've ever watched. And not only is it just in this film, it starred in several other films as well, including its own and 2 Aliens vs. Predator movies. Yeah, it's been in tons of merchandise, and if you haven't heard of it, well, you don't have a life. Alien is my favorite, not my favorite movie, but one of my favorites. Probably placing it in number 4, probably, out of my favorite movies. I'll probably have to do that sometime. But anyway, let's begin. What is this whole story about? Well, let's just say it's about an alien that gets on board a ship, but let's go into further detail. Now, right now in the beginning, you see a giant ship. This ship is the Nostromo, a freighter. Now, in the beginning, you go inside the Nostromo when you see all these wires and stuff, and then you get a good look at the crew who wake up. The crew consists of, several different people. However, I do not have all the people on here. Here's the best photo of the entire crew I could actually find. Here in the picture, you have Ash, and you have Ripley, the main character, and you have Parker. However, there's different people as well. There's Brett, Dallas, Kane, and Lambert, who I did not find in any photos whatsoever. Well, in the beginning, they're just settling down and stuff, and then they get a distress call from a ship. They don't know what ship it is or where it's coming from. So what's the best thing they have to do? Well, to tell you the truth, they have to go down there and figure it out. So, on the Nostromo, a little piece, takes off and it lands on the planet. For a while, they're stuck because of some damages. So Parker and Brett have to fix it all. But while they're down on the planet, they discover that the signal is actually coming from a downed ship, an alien ship. So they have to go inside. So once they do go inside, they find something amazing. A big room with a giant laser. And what's in front of the giant laser? Well, an alien. Well, not the alien that we're talking about in the movie, but another alien. And for some reason, the technology on that big gun kind of reminds me of the Predator's laser shoulder, but I know that has nothing to do with it. So they do inspect the skeleton for a bit, and then they figure something out. There's a big gap in the ribcage. Some guy probably said it was an explosion, but not an explosion, sorry, or his heart was kind of like, popped out. It's where your heart was supposed to be or something. Or, wait, hold on, never mind. They said that his heart might have been ripped out. But, the other guy, not really sure, says that something came out, because that's not what the heart is. So, now that I have enough time to go show you another picture, since this camera is sensitive, they go down into this hatch. Kane actually goes down and finds these whole abundance of eggs. One opens up, he's creeped out, and then 5 seconds later, there's a scary moment, and then the crew actually has to take him on board to the ship that they came in, and they go back up into Nostromo. Once they do get on the Nostromo, he's been, attacked by something that won't let go. They try everything to get it off. Pulling it off wouldn't be a good idea. But for some strange and really weird reason, Ash says it's keeping him alive. Nobody knows why. But they try everything to get it off. And I mean everything. They even tried to cut it off, but that didn't work because it has acid for blood. So, a few days later, the thing actually just does come back off of itself. The thing actually just dies. And everybody thinks Kane is alright, so they go eat. And then so things get bad, because soon Kane starts coughing, and then he starts screaming, and then bam, out of nowhere, a giant little baby alien pops out of his chest. Blood is everywhere. Now, next thing what happens is that they're trying to figure out where it is. Now, everybody knows that this thing is going to be dangerous. But, however, Ash is keeping a secret from the crew, saying that they're expendable, when really he wants to research this creature. And this is a type of plot that goes out through the entire series. I don't know how long I've been right here. Not too sure, but I'll keep going on. So, anyway, Brett has to go look for a cat while the others, start thinking of a plan. However, the alien gets him and kills him. And that was this is the first time that you actually see the alien in full form. And man, is he scary. The environment, look at me, I'm talking about the environment, so I'll get to that later. So, yeah, Brett is down. And then Dallas, the captain, knows that it's using the, air vents as a passageway. He goes in. He gets killed by alien. And then they say the only thing left to do is to self-destruct the Nostromo. And that's the only way to make sure it's dead. So, Ash says that you can't do that. It's in violation of your policy, but they have no other choice. Soon, Ash goes haywire and starts to attack Ripley. Turns out he was an android. Didn't get a picture of that right there. But anyway, now it's up to Lambert, Parker, and Ripley to self-destruct the ship. However, along the way, the alien shows up again, this time killing Lambert and Parker. So Ripley is the only one left alive. So she starts running along with her cat, or I don't know whose cat it was just on board the ship. So she starts running, she encounters the alien, she drops it, she tries to stop the self-destruct, doesn't work. So she has to go into the escape pod, which she does. But when she does go into the escape pod, the alien's in the escape pod, and the Nostromo just blew up. So now, what happens? Well, she gets into a space chute, she opens the airlock, and then, hold on, just gotta wait a second. Sorry, it's the camera, it's sensitive. Alright, and then the alien goes out the airlock, dies, and there's a happily ever after. The end. Now, I'm going to have to cut it short right here because I'm not sure how long it's been running, but see you in part 2.